I hope you are having a beautiful day. Today I thought I would do a get ready with me video, including showing you how I did this makeup look, this pop-in makeup look, which I am going to be wearing to a concert a little bit later. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more. But this was my first sort of video that I wanted to do just because I have an excuse to use my James Charles palette, which is what I used to create this look. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and I will see you soon. So, I guess this is a get ready with me kind of thing. I don't have a whole load of questions for Q&A. Let's face it, I am a small child in a big world and nobody knows my name. It does feature my new baby. A little bit of a hydration moment. Good. The first thing I'm going to do is apply some of this. I got this as a little tester freebie type thing in a goodie bag. It smells really good, like really good. It's a good look. And now I'm a tomato. What I use for my brows. This is the Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Blonde. I have my mirror just here, so if I'm looking over there, that is why. But I'm hoping to be able to do my eyebrows nicely. I don't want to go too heavy on them. Sometimes I accidentally put way too much on my brush and then I end up with like Sharpie brows. But I just basically fill along the bottom and then sort of blend it upwards. So I'm just gonna do this quickly. And then the other one. I'm still sick. I've been sick for 2 weeks. I then go in with this, which is the Benefit Gimme Brown. I think this is in the lighter shade they do. I use this to just sort of blend together the bits and pieces I've put in my eyebrow and to fluff them out a little bit. Next thing I'm going to do is take a little bit of this Lasting Perfection concealer in the shade Warm Fair, and I'm just going to underline the bottom of this brow. It doesn't have to be tidy down here, but it's useful to be tidy at the top because that's kind of the whole point of it. And then I just pop a tiny bit that's left over. Oh, that one was not just a tiny bit. Just use a beauty blender to blend that all out. The next thing I'm going to pop on is some eyeshadow primer. I never really used to use primer on my eyeshadow, particularly when I was at college in sixth form, because I didn't really know that that was a thing. My eyeshadow would always end up in the sort of creases of my eyes by lunch, which was never ideal. I'm just gonna tap that in. And now we have a base. Okay, so the first shade I'm going to take on this little brush here. It's still got stuff on it. Don't know if you can see that. The first thing I'm going to take on this brush is the shade Escape, which is a nice dark purple. And I'm just going to pop that right in my crease and like dab it in so that it's a really concentrated colour. Might zoom you in a bit so you can see. I am going to take the other side of this brush, which is a slightly fluffier brush. I'm going to dip it into the shade You're Kidding and then just blend this out a little bit. And then I'm just going to go back in with that purple Escape. The next shade I'm going to take is the bright yellow in the palette, which is called B, on a little brush, and then just blend this red and purple out even further, almost like a sunset look. Notice that the red has sort of blended out a little bit. Pop more of that in. Using some concealer again to go right up in there and to cut away at the shadow that we had put. So I've just popped that on the back of my hand. I'm going to take this little concealer brush by Real Techniques and pop it in here. And if you look up, then it gives you a line to follow. Okay, so as you can see from this side, what I'm going to do next is take the shade Brother from the palette on this little brush here. Just going to pop some of that on where we applied the concealer. As you can see, this shade is really bad for fallout. What I tend to do to get rid of fallout is just take one of my big fluffy powder brushes and try and dust away the majority of it so that it doesn't end up too packed into my skin. And then this is what we can conceal. I'm just going to take the shade Acapella, which is a blue glittery shade, and I'm just going to pop it over the top of this. And finally, to complete the top of the eye, just going to go in again with that shade Escape, it's the dark purple, and darken up this corner. I just want to sharpen up that red a tiny bit more. I'm going to take my foundation, which is the NARS Sheer Glow, and I like to dot it around my face. And then I take my beauty blender and I blend that in. I'm just going to take some concealer under the eye where there is still some blue shadow, cover the dark circles and any problem areas that I have using NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm also going to use this to sharpen up the edge of the eyeshadow. The next thing I'm going to do is set my foundation and concealer using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Mine is not doing so well, and I'm just going to take this on my big fluffy powder brush and dot this around. I'm just going to go back in to touch up some bits and pieces by taking a slightly thinner brush. And I'm taking that dark purple Escape and blending it under my eye to connect the top and the bottom. And I'm just going to take some of that yellow shade B and blend out that little bit. Just going to finish off my face now by using some bronzer from Benefit, blending this into the cheekbone and up here, into your temple and onto just the corners of my forehead. Okay, going to add some blusher now using this kit from Benefit and just popping this on the apples of my cheeks to add a little bit of a colour. And then the highlighter that I use is actually a liquid highlighter. It's by Becca. And it is the Shimmering Skin Perfector, and it's in shade Opal. And I just pop a little bit of this on the back of my hand, and then I tend to dot it on my cheekbones. Just there. And up there. A bit more on that side. Pop it on my chin. On the end of my nose, just a little bit down the bridge. And also on my cupid's bow. I then take an older beauty blender. This one I tend to use for this because then it's not putting shimmer on the rest of my face when I do my foundation. And then I'm just dabbing that in on top of the bronzer and the blusher to add a nice pop, nice glow. But this one does add a really nice natural glow to your face. And when I do a sort of no makeup look, I tend to use this, some brow product and some mascara, and that usually is my go-to look because I do like having a nice sort of glowy finish. Just gonna take the powder form in the shade Opal, and I'm gonna pop it just in the corners. And I like to just pop the teeniest bit on my nose and down the bridge. And maybe just whatever excess is left to sort of set the rest of that. It just adds that nice little shine on the end of the nose. All we have left to do is mascara, lashes, and then a little bit of lip gloss. I'm just gonna put my lashes on and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back and I have popped on my lashes. A little bit of a mascara. I have just got this Clump Free Volume Shake Rimmel London one. Nothing special, because I'm a broke child. I'm going to use it to blend together the false lashes with my natural lashes. Okay. I was going to pop some gloss on, but can't really find any, so I'm just going to pop some of this on, which is the... what is this? I think it's the Bourjois Rouge Edition Velvet in the shade Opal. Just gonna pop some of my Body Shop Born Lippy Lip Balm in the flavour Passion Fruit. And that is my makeup done. I'm just going to go and do my hair. I'm probably just going to straighten it and a final look. Okay, I'm back. All I've done is just straightened it, and hopefully it's not going to be too frizzy. I'm thinking maybe I won't wear the lip out. Maybe it's a little bit too much. There we go. That's a nice natural lip to go with the popping eyeshadow. Just put this Born Lippy lip gloss type lip balm on. I usually use the same thing but in watermelon, I think is the other flavour, because it's not dark purple, it's more of a light pink, so it just makes the gloss even prettier. This was a nice little thing to put together for going out in London. I'm just going to move my camera and give you a nice little close-up by the window so you can see what this looks like. As you can see, the lighting here is so much better, but I couldn't figure out how to get my tripod onto my windowsill. I'm hoping that you are still able to see how I put this together. Give you a nice little close-up of my eyes.